Anthony Slater here with Eric Horn inside the Peak after a fifth straight Thunder win, 111-107 over the Rockets. Overall good win on TNT tonight. The most important part of this is they closed. You know what I mean? If you look at the 4-game winning streak, 3 were blowouts where the Stars are sitting down the stretch, and then 1 in Indiana. They won, but they didn't close well.
Yeah.
They almost gave up an 8-point lead in a minute. So tonight, it was a close game. They're actually trailing with 3 minutes to go. They pull it out because of a lot of reasons.
Yeah, and one of the main reasons is Russell Westbrook coming out of that timeout with about 3 minutes, a little bit more than 3 minutes to go, and just kind of taking over the game like he tends to do. His 15th triple-double of the year. Most since Magic in '88, I believe.
Yeah, Magic 88, 89. And you got to think, he's got 3 in a row, 6 this month. He's got a chance to pass Magic for sure in the last 11, 10 games. But you mentioned the triple-double. You mentioned those last 3 minutes. He starts it off with the pass, to Steven Adams. Then he gets a big rebound. I was just looking at the stats. His rebounding is the craziest part about all this. It really always has been. As a point guard, I think he's 23rd in the league in total rebounds. Among point guards in the league, he's first with 550. Rajon Rondo's second with 402. That's 148 total rebounds behind him. And Rajon Rondo's a very good rebounder for a point guard. So much impact, which also includes late 2 big dunks in the fourth quarter that really ignited things. Gets the crowd going, gets him going, and that kind of spurted them to the lead. But he's not the guy that, he actually clinched the game with 2 free throws, but the only reason he gets those free throws is because of a resurgent Dion Waiters.
Yeah, Dion Waiters' best game since he's come back from the death of his brother a couple of weeks ago. I think this was his 4th game back, and he had 17 points, 7 of 10 or 11 from the field. He really shot the ball well, played great defense, combined with Robertson and Durant to really do a pretty decent job on James Harden tonight, too.
Particularly, he makes the best defensive play of the game.
Biggest play of the night when he got the tip. James Harden threw the lob up to Dwight Howard, and Dwight Howard had 2 options on the play, either catch and dunk or pass out to Jason Terry on the wing, and Dion Waiters nixed both of those by jumping up like a defensive back, essentially.
Blew it up. Dwight Howard maybe needs to go up a little stronger, but it is a great play by Waiters. There, tips it, falls into Westbrook's hands, of course. He's around every loose ball, gets fouled, seals the game with 2 free throws. Thunder get a nice win to start this road trip. That's, like I said, 5 in a row, but now they get the Jazz here on Thursday, who are getting healthier, and they're fighting for a playoff spot. They're desperate. And then the Spurs Saturday. It's going to be really interesting to see if this team can keep this momentum going.
Yeah. It would be great to see them sweep this home set before they go on the road next week for Toronto and Detroit. But again, 5-game winning streak. You got to think that the Thunder are starting to play and get a little bit more consistency as the season comes down to a close.
All right, let's hear from Billy Donovan, Russell Westbrook, Enes Kanter, and Kevin Durant postgame.
So it was good to see those guys execute. But I give those guys a lot of credit because when you don't have timeouts, and we had to call one to get it because we only had 2 seconds to get it across. And once we burned our last one, I thought Russell and Kevin in particular and Dre did a great job of breaking and getting open and making themselves available.
Coach, you can just talk a little bit about the play of Dion tonight, not only offensively, but obviously making the big play on the defensive side to end the game.
Well, I thought Steven got caught the last possession in the middle of kind of no man's land. I actually did the right thing because one of the things we had talked about was possibly, if the situation was right, of trying to trap James and just get the ball in his hands. And I think when Kevin was fighting over the screen, James kind of pulled it back in the other direction. I think Steven thought he was going to get beaten. It was a wise choice to hold. And then I think he felt like Dwight was open, and I thought Dion did a great job of reacting and tipping the ball and making a play. And we got the ball to James' hands, and Dion made a really great play, and then Russell made some free throws to close it out.
That's Russell's 15th triple-double this season. You guys are coincidentally 15-0 when he does record a triple-double. Oh, this feels like a dumb question. Is there some sort of correlation between those 2 things?
I don't know if there is or isn't. The only thing I would say about that is I think it goes to show Russell's ability night in and night out to bring incredible energy and passion, because you have to have energy to go rebound the basketball. You have to have energy to put the ball in the basket. You got to have energy to create, get guys shots. And I think it's a tribute to his efficiency and the way he's played this year. I think he's been very productive and effective. Where he hasn't had to take a high volume of shots. I think Kevin being back, from last year, it's probably lightened some of that load for Russell.
The five-man job did it on that last possession. What did you see?
I had nothing to do with it. That was all Dion. Steven did a great job. I was trying to get into him and then not let him shoot it to him. So you get a credit to those guys. They did a great job of sniffing that play out.
Considering his last 2 weeks, are you happy for Deion tonight, 17, as a big defensive play down the stretch?
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy for our team. We're playing well, and Deion came in and gave us huge minutes. Our bench did a great job tonight. If it wasn't for our bench, we don't win this game.
You guys are 15-0 now, and also get to triple-double. Is there any connection to that, or is that just kind of coincidence?
I mean, we're playing, he plays, he helps us rebound like that. He passes the ball. It's good for our team. I think the thing is his rebound. He rebounds like that with better teams. So, he can pass and he can score with the best of them. So when he rebounds that way, it just gives a little something extra. So we've been. I think it's more so the team what we're doing around that as well. So, but all that stuff factors in, and we definitely
Also, 15 triple-doubles. That's pretty absurd.
Yeah, that's good, man. He's one thing about Russell, he doesn't really play for that stuff. That's not important to us. To him, of course, it's cool being that having him triple doubles, but it's all about winning at the end of the game.
You guys went up.
56 straight 20-point games for you. I think it ties your career high streak. You even know that.
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, that's what I'm supposed to do. That's what they pay me for. They rely on me every night to be consistent. I got to be that way. So as long as we win the game,
It's the right way to play. A lot of those games are big games for us, and just come out with a win.
Does that tell you should probably just try to get a triple-double every game?
Nah, man, just play, man. Just play my game, man. The game will tell you what to do. Like I said all season, man, if it's scoring, then the scoring. Rebounding, that's what it is. Passing, whatever it is, the game will tell you what to do, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Is that kind of what happened tonight? Because it seemed like you kind of picked your spot there. You resisted kind of trying to score, but you really focused on it.
I mean, it's just read and react, man. I try to find ways in the first half. If guys are doubling and they're coming over, I try to find open guys and trust my teammates in making shots and late in the game. Spots open up, and that's when I attack.
How big was Deion tonight? 17 off the bench, and he made probably the biggest defensive play of the game.
It was huge, man. He did a good job coming in with confidence. Getting him back into the swing of things, getting his rhythm back. It was big for us.
What did you see on that last play? It looked like Dwight was open, and I think he tipped it to you for the steal. Deion.
Did a good job, made a good decision. Steven did a great job of doubling, and we got a big stop and a big steal and post game out.
Your threes are really up the last few games. You hit a lot on the road trip, didn't tonight. Is that out of strategy to shoot more, or is it just what's going on?
It all depends. Sometimes in the shot, a lot of them are in the shot clock. So it all depends on if I get open ones. If I get open ones, I'm gonna shoot them and try to knock them down.
How tough is that when you get the ball, 4 or 5 seconds on the shot clock to decide, jack it up, try to get to the rim?
Okay, part of the job, man. My job is to be able to create a shot. I'm able to do it. I'm able to create a shot. Regardless of how much time on the clock, and nothing wrong with that.
What's been the most consistent parts of what you guys have done during this 5-game winning streak?
Defend. I think we've been doing a great job defending. I don't know what they shot tonight, but I know before this game we had a lot of teams under 40%. And we've been doing a great job defensively.
Do you feel your team get more jacked after you have one of those big dunks and big reactions?
Yeah, I think the crowd gets involved. It kind of wakes everybody up. It's good for our team, our spirit. Luckily I got a few tonight. So.
Russell, your first couple of years in the league, when you would get 2 or 3 triple doubles throughout the course of the season, could you have ever imagined getting 15 or more?
Never, man.
The season?
Never. I'm just blessed to be able to play the game I love and have an opportunity to play with such great guys. My teammates do a great job of helping me out. I just try to go out and compete at a high level every night.
Can you walk us through how you saw that last play develop?
I saw Steven Adams up. KD was on the ball, Steven Adams was up, and Dwight was, kind of on the block, a little bit, under the block. And, Deion Waiters is over there by himself, so I was lobbed to the rim to Dwight, or Jet in the corner. I threw it up for big fella just to go get it and hopefully make a play. Either lay the ball up or kick it out to Jet, and it just didn't end up that way.
Did Adams make you arc it a little bit more than you would have normally?
No, I mean, it was I put it to where only Dwight can grab it. This is a tough play, tough way to lose a game, especially we pretty much taking the game the entire game.
What did you think of the job y'all were able to do combined on James Harden tonight? It seemed like you, Andre, Kevin took turns on him.
I look forward to them type of matchup. So at the end of the day, You know, I like playing games like that, especially against players like Jane. You know, you always like to match up, see where you at defensively. Like, that's the guy that's gonna make you work. So yeah, I think we did a tremendous job as a team, though. So, as a team, we was really locked in, and we made a tough one. He gonna make shots, he gonna make plays, but I just feel as though we made a tough one.
You had a 3 in the third quarter, and you kind of pointed up to the sky.
Yeah, that's for my brother.
Yeah. How much has your brother been on your mind since you returned?
Every day. I mean, it's every day, man. You know, I'm not gonna get over it for a while. Like I said, you know, I gotta take it day by day and just try to, you know, get over it. But I'm not gonna never get over that. It's family.
I got no words for him, man. I mean, he's taking responsibility, he's leading this team. He got 14 points last quarter, and he got a triple-double. I got no words for him, and he's just leading this team, and he's having fun.
What did you see from the bench on that final defensive stop by Dion?
Well, he did a really good read, and I think tonight he really brought it, and he was really focused, and he went out there, did his thing.
What's it like being right next to Russ when he goes up for one of those like detonation dunks? I think you were right behind him on one.
Whenever he takes the first dribble, I knew he was gonna dunk. I'll put my hands up, and I know it was gonna be a dunk. So I'm just cheering up for him. Man. It's crazy.
Does that kind of electrify you?
I've never seen anything like that before.
Does it like kind of electrify you?
No, definitely. I mean, it just pumps every whole arena up. So it's pretty cool.
What do those Russ dunks do for you guys, momentum-wise, energy-wise? When he has one of those big ones, especially late in the game.
I don't think it's the dunks, bro. I think it's like his reaction after, bro. That's what really gets us pumped, bro. He goes nuts. So it's like awesome. We're like, all right, that's cool.
What does closing out these games do for you mentally, for the team mentally?
I guess this is all preparation for what's coming up, man. That's all we're trying to do. Execute under pressure and all that. That's all this is going to. Those are the benefits from it. Yeah.
You guys have a nice streak going right now. How do you feel like at this point in the season where you're at with the team?
Everything's starting to come together now.
Mm-hmm.
There's still a lot that we need to get better at and stuff like that, especially we need to take it to another level when we get to end the season. So, yeah, that's all we're pretty much focused on. What is going on in the bathroom?
Does Russ ever surprise you with the rebounds he gets? Sometimes he even flies over you to get a rebound.
Doesn't surprise me, man. He's a freak and
did it
steals
used to
my
surprise
boards.
Did it used to surprise you?
Nah, not really. Just because like he's always been, I don't know. First seeing him in first time in practice seeing him, I was like, this is ridiculous. But now it's just like that's Russ.